Permit me to first apologize for coming a bit behind schedule. I'll prepare my arrival here since about to be here around 10 a.m. But unfortunately, you know the very unpredictable nature of my mandate. So that was an emergency call I needed to attend to. So please accept my apologies. Also permit me to respectfully and honorably recognize all the extremely very important personalities here this morning. If I should start mentioning names, I will be observing the protocol for the next 1 hour. So just permit me to follow the precedent that has been established. One of the key concepts of my operational strategy upon my assumption of office is to use the instrumentality of this mandate to stimulate the economy. There is no way the fight against corruption will succeed if the economy is destroyed. So we review quite a number of our processes to ensuring that we encourage investors like you, we encourage developers like you, by always telling you to do the right thing. Let's get it right. Real estate is one of those key areas we are looking up to for the rapid development of our economy. Of course, you are aware of the shortage in the housing in Nigeria, probably between 15 and 20 million. And if you have to catch up with that, or we have to take care of that lacuna, it is extremely important to encourage people like you. 3 things I'm going to leave you with this morning before I take my leave. Number 1, let us always play by the rules if you want our business to succeed. The trend I've noticed in Nigeria, the real estate development and business, is that a lot of people just go into it, don't know absolutely close to nothing about it. Everybody goes into real estate. The moment you are able to have access to small money, 100, 200 million, buy land, build house, and sell. Let us always understand that to every business, there is a rule, applicable rules. And it's extremely in the interest of the stakeholders that the rules should be followed. The difference between our country and other developed countries where things work is just our compliance with rules. That's what we are lacking here. And when you see some of the people who have succeeded in business in this part of the world, you discover that they follow the rules. May not be 100%, but they try as much as possible to do the right thing. First thing I'm going to encourage you to do, by virtue of the empirical evidence we have gathered and some of the things we have seen, statistics and our reports, we discover that the issue of money laundering is very rampant among estate developers, extremely rampant, and also the stakeholders in the industry. You have a property that is going for 350 million or 3.5 billion, as it were, an average duplex in Metama or Asokoro. And you see a civil servant of a level of a deputy director in a ministry, department or agency. Of course, you know he's the owner of the property. Maybe he uses his lawyer to buy the property. They approached you. Somebody is ready to pay 3.5 billion for the property. As a developer, the first thing that must come to your mind is you have to do the KYC. Even the law does not make it mandatory for you. Has not made it mandatory for you to do. In the interest of your business and for the survival of your business, do it. It doesn't cost you anything. At the press of a button on the public social media, public space, you can get basic information about virtually almost everybody in Nigeria. And that's the truth. That is very lacking in the business. The need for you to do KYC. And the problem, you don't do it. Why you don't do it is because you feel you will scare your potential customers or prospective customers. Don't forget the legal principle of accessory before and after the fact. So if somebody steals money and uses it to buy property from you, and we trace that money to you, we will recover it from you. Yes. Yes. We will recover it. Because you can't sit on process of crime The moment we establish it and we prove it to you that this money was stolen, we will follow it, trace the money, recover it. So you go after the person who has bought property from you to take your property back. But that money we will take back from you. So please note that in the interest of your business. I took this up when in the last NBA conference, the need for lawyers to do the KYC. I'm a lawyer myself. We drag it back and forth, and eventually we agreed that there's need for us to do it. So we are back to the table. And incidentally, just yesterday, the delegates from FATF came to Nigeria. Those who attended to them are also in this room. And very soon, hopefully, we'll be getting off the grey list. And these are the things that we need to prove. I told them, we are not just going to do it because we want to satisfy the FATF conditions or terms. We are doing it in the interest of our own system. See, there is no way your business will survive if you don't do these basic things. Somebody just told us now, at the price of import, you know who owns what. Where things work, in the climates where things work. So why is our own different? Why? Now the beneficial ownership principle that have been put in place, I wouldn't know, is the Corporate Affairs Commission, are they here? Did you invite them? So the operationalization of beneficial ownership register, please, we need to work on it. And that's what we are talking about. Now, even if you are using a trustee or an agent to manage your real estate business, what we are saying, ultimately, who is the owner of that property? So it has to be there. Now the whole thing is so vague, it's so opaque in Nigeria. But with the operationalization of that, we'll be able to determine who owns what. And the KYC will be easy for us to do. Secondly, the racket that has been going on at FCDA, I want to really commend the effort that has been put in place in recent time in FCDA. Now they have improved on their processes and all of that, and we want you to do more of that, sir. Please do more of that. I can attest to the fact that there's a serious improvement. There is also a long way to go. You are aware that we are in court with quite a number of staff of AGs and FCDA. We had cause to prosecute quite a number of them who are complicit. Some of this, as a matter of fact, we have an office, a section domicile in that FCDA, our land and property fraud section is domiciled there. And we have had cause to arrest quite a number of their staff to prosecute them. We are in court with them because they do racket, they syndicate with some of these people who are fraudsters in the industry. So we also want to encourage AGs to do more, FCDA to do more. We want to see more transparency in your processes. We have had reasons where we have 3 RFOs on one property, and those is entirely emanated from their record. I should be wondering who owns what. Do we have to get to this level? So it's a major challenge for us, but because of the improvement we have seen, they are not there yet. But we need to also work with them, even as developers work with them. If there are things you see that notice that can destroy the industry in the area of documentation and all of that, please let them know, so that all of us will synergize, will work together to move this sector forward. The third thing I want to share with you, go and tidy up your books. Pay your tax when you are supposed to do. You must be interested in property tax, capital gains tax, and all of that. Advise your clients, because it's not, some of us are here who are also consultants, lawyers. To that effect, it's extremely important. I saw here that Pelumi said Law Corridor had done business advisory and whatever to the tune of about 340 billion in the last 1 year or whatever. I hope you pay the right tax on this part.
It's a joke, sir. It's a joke.
Before we start knocking on your doors, I was really impressed when I saw the volume of the business Pelumi has done. It's extremely important. We'll start. I've set up a team. We'll start visiting all the estates across, not only Abuja, across Nigeria. We want to know who owns what. It will shock you that some of these estates have been abandoned for 20 years, 10 years. They just take it to a level and they abandon it. Nobody knows what's going on. And you know, what we have been able to gather is that most of these estates were funded by civil servants who have stolen money. So the moment they leave public service, the money is no longer coming. So they abandon the estate. So the developer is now looking for investors, to support them to complete the project. That's one of the things we have discovered in some of these abandoned estates. And we have taken the pain to move against some of those estates. In the recent time, we have had cause to file for forfeiture for about 15 of them. We have got interim. Now, I'm very sure some of you sitting in this room, probably some of those estates belong to you. So very soon we're expecting us to meet you in court. Because there's no way we'll develop the sector if we should continue with that attitude. Get something to a level. I know some of you, you have your genuine source of capital. But again, we look at it too. The system has to help you. The system has to encourage you. I've taken it up with the bankers. There is no one who will go to the commercial bank in Nigeria and borrow money and invest in real estate and you will make profit. It takes time. Sometimes you are on a project for 5 years and you have gone to a bank to take a loan at the rate of 18%, 20%, if not 25, if not 30. Elvis, you are here. They are one of the people who borrowing and giving loan by 40%. So how do you survive? How do you survive? I think that's why some people go to the market their properties even on paper before they even get the land. Yes, sir. And so you structure it, but at the same time, there is always a problem along the line if you are not careful. So I know you have a challenge in the area of sourcing capital and all of that, but at the same time, don't bite more than you can chew.
I don't know.
Start with what you can handle. Don't let anybody hide under you and do money laundering. We're going to expose you, we're going to fish you out and bust the racket. Because we have gotten to a stage in Nigeria where all of us, we have to synergize, we have to collaborate. The government will play its part, private sector will play their own part, and for this country to move forward. It is my desire that by the time you are having another round of this engagement, we'll have better news to share. And I want to see you succeed, but please do the right thing. You have access to EFCC. Anytime you are having challenges, come to us. Our doors are open. We'll be able to work with you, align with you. Some of you don't like coming because you must have flouted the law one way or the other. Maybe rest assured, we are not just looking for your business to go under. Our job is to make you succeed. Trust me, that's our work. That's my work. As an anti-corruption czar, that's my work. Because when you succeed, it makes my job easier. You employ more people, isn't it? More Nigerians get job, they can sustain themselves, and the propensity for them to commit financial crime will be reduced. So invariably, we are working together. So on this note, I want to congratulate Law Corridor and all the stakeholders here. I want to give you my assurance and my allegiance that we are ready to work with you. Those of you who are doing genuine business, and those who set up their business to scam people, we are ready to bring you down without any apology. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful celebration. God bless you.